This is Astro World. Anne recently shared some thoughts regarding the spiritual connectedness she feels between her instruments themselves and her music and the creative process. Here's Anne in her own words.
The Native American and world flutes I play are sacred and ancient instruments, and I believe that they carry stories within them. Each one has a special quality. It's made by a master craftsperson, either out of wood, clay, or even silver, and definitely has a voice of its own. So the music I create is informed by all these qualities and elements of the flute. Playing the flute has become a spiritual practice for me, and I hope it's this way for others too when they listen, because when we're moved by music, I believe we meet the magnificent universe. I've noticed that people are drawn to certain flutes or songs depending on what moods they're in or what they're discovering about themselves at the time. This is why I think this music is so well suited for self-discovery and connecting to the divine. I've witnessed and experienced that if you take the time to journal, meditate, and reflect on an issue you'd like to explore, the flutes help you tap into your intuition so you can discover more about yourself and your journey. This also makes the albums alive, so to speak. They sound different every time they're played because as a person you are evolving, so you're taking the music in differently each time. At least that's how I feel about it. I play my flutes as if I'm having a conversation. I breathe into the music and often end a phrase or passage with the end of a breath, so there's a natural arc. I'm very involved in the mixing process when I'm creating an album to be sure that none of my breaths are cut off. I'm clear, very clear, that the energy of my breath through the flutes is just as important as the notes you hear. My breath is who I am. That's what I offer as an artist. I love to improvise, and I find great joy in this way of creating music. I'll often improvise a piece and then go back to notate it later so that I can repeat that song for a future recording or performance. It's a natural way to create and allows me to balance technique with mindful letting go. It just puts me in that zone. Texture and flow are really important to me, especially in putting together an album. I'm always feeling the essence of the story that's emerging within each song and within the body of the entire work. Once my tracks are recorded, I place them in an order that naturally follows a journey story, because this is a natural extension of the human story. We can all relate to it, the different archetypes and energies we meet along the way, and the flutes represent these different aspects. So the pacing of each track, the energy of each song, and even the sonic and textural qualities of the flutes inform the flow of the album and ultimately tell the story. The goal is to end with a sense of wholeness and a new perspective. Once I feel right about the order, I name the songs and then name the album. I love this part of the process, putting all the pieces together to create the whole. It's just so much fun. It's like a sense of discovery. This is what the creative process is for me. And also, I love making albums. Albums tell stories.